The next part of the workshop moves into the product demonstration. This is the best part of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You get to teach other people how to stamp. We recommend you take with you 2 types of projects. The first type is called a Demo It project. A Demo It project is the project the demonstrator, you, will show the customers. It's essentially a product demonstration. A Demo It project can be more complex and can include more products. A Demo It project lets you show more advanced techniques and talk about how to use Stampin' Up! Products without worrying about the varying skill levels of your guests. Your demonstration is also when you have the opportunity to talk about the features and benefits of Stampin' Up! Products that you are using. You will notice that Shannon highlights several features and benefits of each product she demonstrates. You won't necessarily need to give your guests this much information about each individual product, but pick and choose the features and benefits you will think will be the most exciting and useful to them. In the video, you also will notice that Shannon directs guests to write down items she demonstrates that they may be interested in adding to their wish list. This helps her and the guests organize their orders at the end of the workshop. After the Demo It project, you should move on to the Make and Take. A Make and Take should be a simple project, something your guests can complete in 10 minutes or less, and you want your workshop guests to have a positive stamping experience for the first time. If you need to get ideas to get you started, cards in the catalog with a quick and easy icon would make great Make and Takes. They require minimal supplies and they are, well, quick and easy. Once they complete the project, the guests get to take the project home with them, hence the name Make and Take. Show your guests how to make their projects from start to finish. For many attendees, this might be their first introduction to stamping, so make sure you start with the very basics, just like Shannon does. You will want your guests to feel like they are part of the demonstration as well. Watch as Shannon lets her guests try things during her demonstration. This will not only help your guests be more invested in your demonstration, but it will also help them feel more comfortable using the products. In this demonstration video, Shannon uses some products that did not come with the starter kit, like grid paper, Stampin' Mist, and Stampin' Scrub. These products are available to order, and having these products will enhance your experience at the workshop. However, they are not necessary, and you will still be able to hold a successful workshop without them. After you have finished your demonstration and your guests are ready to stamp, make sure to remind them that it's okay if their project isn't perfect. That's part of the charm of a hand-stamped project, and no two are exactly alike. Also, encourage your guests to use their own creativity and change the colors or the design of the project to suit their own particular taste. Let's go back to our demonstrator, Shannon, and listen for the features and benefits statements. Listen to how seamlessly she introduces them into her presentation.
Okay, so I have this card right here that you are all going to get to make. As you can see, a little bit of bling. There's some sequins on that. Now, one cool thing about this card is it has a matching envelope. So it's like a perfect little set together. I think when you have an envelope that matches, it's kind of like a gift in and of itself. You get to open the outside and then see the card inside. So these actually, I showed you on the other project how you can make cards out of the cardstock. Well, these actually come all ready and done for you. It's our note cards and envelopes. There's note cards and envelopes, just like it says, and they're all pre-cut and ready to go. So all you have to do is the embellishing. Makes life easier if that interests you. So I'll start off with just a note card, and I'll have my envelope close by. The stamp set that is used on this one is Rose Wonder, and this is actually pictured on the stamp set at a smaller percent. It's at 60% because it's such a big stamp set. So I'll show you what I mean. Look at this. This is the rose. It's just this really large image right there. So we'll use that. We're going to also use Tip Top Taupe, the same color that we used on the last project. And then on this stamp set, you can choose a variety of greetings as well. This is a great stamp set to start with. So I'm going to use Happy Birthday, but if you want something different, feel free to personalize yours. So I've got that here. Okay, so let's start by stamping with this rose stamp. Because the stamp is so large, it's kind of awkward to put on the ink pad. So I'll instead just pick up the ink pad and ink up the stamp like this. Then you can make sure that you're covering it with ink. And now stamp it onto your note card, and it's going to go over the score line right. It's fine. That's the design, so don't be worried about that. It doesn't have to fit in the space. So then just push down and transfer the ink. Okay, now after that, then you're going to have a little bit of blank space down here in this one particular corner. So I'm going to ink that up again, just the little corner of the leaves, and cover that up. So you can see we've got our background finished now. So intentionally there's a little bit of white space up there that adds to the design, but we've got the extra little leaf down there. So let's fold that over, make it a nice crease with our bone folder, and now we're ready for a little bit of embellishing. Next, we've got a little piece of designer series paper, and one thing I forgot to mention earlier is that our designer series paper is double-sided. That's kind of one of the hardest things, is you have to choose which side to use, but in the case that you don't like one side, then you can use the other side. So it's up to you. Use either one that you like. Let's see, I need this piece of Whisper White too in a minute. So first I'm going to put this down with Fast Fuse, and when you slide the Fast Fuse across, you're putting tape down, and then you can just kind of check mark to the side and break that adhesive. There you go. Now we need our greeting. So I've got the happy birthday greeting, and since it is photopolymer, we can see through, to stamp on this little piece of cardstock. But that's actually looks crooked, so I'm going to flip it over. Don't worry, there's two sides to every piece of cardstock. So watch the word happy, and line that up. I forgot to do that before. So do that. Nice and straight. Now, I've got my triple banner punch, and I'll slide that in there and just cut the corner off so it's a little banner edge like that. Now we're ready to put it on there. We're going to put this on the same way that we did for the other project with Stampin' Dimensionals. So you probably need about 3 for this little piece of cardstock. You want to see what those are like? You can kind of see how they're puffy. They're pretty cool. I'll take the adhesive off of these like I did before, and then I'm going to set it here and wait to be used, because we've got, again, a little bit of gold tussling that you see there. So got my gold thread. It's a smaller card, so I'm just going to use 3 of my fingers. Okay. And check that out. And get your tussling ready. And I'll put it down here and take my greeting and put it right over the top. Voila. Okay, you guys think you can do that? Okay, we have one final step, which is adding the sequins. So these are our metallic sequin assortment. They're really cool. They have stars and hearts and silver and gold and clear and black even, so you can pick out whichever ones you like. I'm going to pick out 3 gold, just plain circle gold sequins, and have those here by the side. There's lots of different types of adhesive that you can use to stick these to a project. I have brought with me, there you go if you want to look at those. I brought this adhesive, which is the fine tip glue pen. I love this product. It's cool because it is super sticky, so anything will stick to it. You have to let it dry a little bit. That's one of the negatives, but it's worth it once you do let it dry. So it has a little pin that goes down into the barrel to keep it from clogging up, so it doesn't ever get blocked. And the other cool thing about this is it dries shiny. So if you were to do like a whole leaf, then it would give you like a nice little glossy finish. We're just going to use it today though for our sequence. So I'm going to just do 3 little dots around the card and drop these sequins on them. And then once these dry, they are not going anywhere. They're going to be stuck. So that's kind of nice. If you put it in and out of an envelope, they won't pop off. They'll stay like that. Okay, and that is it. What do you guys think? You think you can make this? I know you can. It'll be really fun. So now is the fun part. I've got all the stuff here that you can make these cards. You can go visit the kitchen and have a cookie. Mindy's got those waiting for us. You can browse the catalog. I'm here to answer any questions you may have and help you place your orders. Just whatever you want to do. Relax, chat, and have a good time.
During the stamping portion of your workshop, make sure you help your guests complete their projects and answer their questions. If they have a successful experience stamping, they are more likely to stamp with you again. As guests fill out their order forms, make sure you review their purchase and offer additional products they may need. If they buy stamps, they will also need some ink and paper. That way, when they get home, they can start stamping right away. Guests will appreciate that you took the time to help them have a positive shopping experience. And be sure to follow up with them and find out if they are interested in hosting a workshop of their own. That is the workshop model at its most basic. During the first couple of workshops you hold, you'll find that you are also learning a lot. Before your first workshop, spend some time planning out your event. Decide where you want to talk about the catalog and where you'll insert your recruiting statement. Take notes with you to your event for reference. Work with your host closely to ensure a positive experience for everyone. Right now, you may feel like many of the elements of the workshop feel a little overwhelming. Our advice is to have a plan and to practice before your first workshop. You'll find over time it's easier, it will feel more natural, and you'll find your rhythm. And most importantly, you'll discover what works the very best for you. For more information on how to hold workshops and other Stampin' events, be sure to visit Stampin' University on the Demonstrator homepage. We have lots of great resources to help you prepare, including ideas for finding hosts, the wish list, and a door prize entry form. You will also find PDFs of specials that you can print out and take with you to your workshop. Stampin' Success magazine is also another great resource as you prepare for your workshops. It includes great make and take ideas. Again, remember the primary focus of these videos is the workshop model, but there are so many other ways to hold events and engage with your customers. To learn more about other kinds of events, be sure to visit Stampin' University to learn more. We are also here to answer questions. Feel free to contact your team leader or demonstrator support at any time. We wish you every success and are so glad you joined the Stampin' Up! Family. Good luck and happy stamping!